ọ̀fẹ́ ẹlẹ́rùn ní Ọlọ́run àgbáyé. Mo gbé ọ̀gá olóore ọ̀fẹ́. Hello everyone, we give God all the glory, all adoration. We thank the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Wherever this rebroadcast meets you, I greet you. How are you doing? How is your ministry? We all have ministry. Ministry of reconciliation is what we are called onto. Thank you very much for joining me. I only want to talk about the wicked men of goats. I call them wicked men of goats because if these people, the people they rule over are the goats. If you know the Lord, you will serve God. But because you don't want to know the Lord, you will serve man. Those who know God, who know Jesus and follow him, they are Christ's sheep. Do you understand? But those who do not follow Christ, that reminds me a video I will quickly show you now. Okay? Those who do not know Christ are goats. Yes, until we were once goats. The word of God says he redeemed us from darkness. When we were in darkness, we were goats. Okay? And bring us into his marvelous light to become sheep of Christ. So these people are goats. So the wicked men of goats is what I want to talk about now. All right? And that one will bring me to this video. I didn't want to play the video before, but now that I spoke in that line, so yeah. So
follow me. Follow me. My sheep hear me from my voice. My sheep will hear me. All my sheep come. My sheep. My sheep come. All my sheep come. Be a sheep. Be a sheep. All my sheep. All my sheep. Be a sheep. 4-footed. My sheep come. Sheep are coming. All my sheep. All my sheep, look in the overflow. My sheep. All my sheep come. All my sheep come. 4-footed. Right. Okay, stand up. Stand up.
you heard what he said. He said they are 4-footed. They are 4-footed animals. They are his sheep, his own sheep, not Christ's sheep. Because if they are Christ's sheep, he will not treat them like that. And if you are a Christ sheep, you will not allow yourself to be treated that way. Jesus asked Peter, do you love me? Feed my sheep. Care for my sheep. Not to treat them that way. How do you feed the sheep of Christ? The word of God. Jesus himself has provided a meal. But because they are men of goats, and I want to talk about them. And one of them is this one in Kenya. Do you see that their leader, I don't want to use the word pastor, their leader is coming in a car. He has not arrived there. Look at them on kneel, the goats. See them on kneel, waiting for. Even when Jesus rode donkey into Jerusalem, they were in jubilation. They were in jubilation. Many are standing by the roadside, wayside, and they were waving to him. Say, blessed is the one that come in the name of the Lord. But look at, see masters, men of goats. And I want to ask, do you think these men, they are just doing this ordinarily? It cannot be ordinary. There are some things, muti, juju, that they are using on these people. And if you refuse to serve God, you will serve men, you will serve demons. And these people are serving demons. They are. See them. We see the one that will go and open doors. See, he wants to go and open doors. Look at him. He had to go down on his knee. Look at the monster. Somebody they can overpower and beat and give beating of his life. You understand? Look at him. And all their money, he will collect their money. The best women among them, he will sleep with. Because if they can give him so much adoration and honor, you think if you call any of their women, they will not rush to him. You see, he also has, what do you call it? I saw as a pass, water, oil, all that. Those are the elements that you collect in those churches that you lose your brain. Water, beads, different kinds of things that you take to your house and you lose your brain. You become goats. And for you to know that these people, they are not catching those goats ordinarily. That's why I want to play this video. You'll be shocked.
Pastors wanted to prove to people that their future is bright, and they went about deceiving people just to prove something that is not real. But unfortunately, they were caught and disgraced.
I'm here because of they arrested me, and I want to go and do this for a prophet.
This fake prophet, look at him. He's even using police. When you see them riding big cars, you think maybe they are something of importance. When you see them having all these police bodyguards, you think maybe many of you are always being easily led away by what you see. It's all about money, all about affluence, all about what people have, all about what people don't have. Now, if you see me on the streets, I'm walking or riding on motorbike, you will think, oh, this one cannot be called by God. So these are the people, big cars with, look at the belly. They have put on white to deceive you because they have to use certain garments. When you see them in garments, you say, oh, this must be. And you see police around them. Now he has been caught. It was big. It was a big false prophet. He always do crusades everywhere with big banners. Not knowing that he has been arranging prophecy just the same way we arrange prophecy for TB Joshua. When we hear things from people who enter synagogue, we go and tell him. So his prophecy is based on information. The same thing here is been caught. So he has been caught. Now look at him covering his face.
From prophet, which prophet? This prophet. Oh, remove your hand now. Look at the camera, prophet. Look at it. Look at the camera. What's your name? What is your name? Huh?
See him in his church or his coven. The man of goats. See the goats. What kind of prayer you are praying that you have to put your hand on your head? When you go to a church and they said you should put hand on your head, they are taking your glory. What is wrong? When people put hand on the head like that, it means a disaster has happened to them. Look at them, the goats. When they preach simple gospel of Jesus Christ to them, they will not listen. When you preach simple gospel, I've seen a lot of people that will contact me and say they are going through so. All I advise them, give your life to Jesus Christ, believe the gospel. No, they don't want to. You see that they don't want to listen. They only want to go to somebody who has done something to them. I think there's one voice note I want to play. Somebody that I've even forgotten I know her. She just called me a few days back say, oh, I saw her through in school. I say, oh, congratulations, move on with your life. How is your how is your walk with God? He said that's why he's calling. Our walk with God is bad. How did you arrive at that? If truly you meant that I saw you through school, that means we're supposed to be friends. But some other, they have carried that away. And we are not the type of people that we tie people to ourselves. I have a lot of things I'm doing. That is why when I housed Ruth, we are not living together. You have your life to live. I have my life to live.
Prophet Melody. Okay. Yes, go ahead. What happened?
So they pay me.
They pay you how much?
5,000.
To do what?
Now you can prophesy anything you say.
Today is Sunday.
Yes.
You went to the church today?
Yes.
What did he prophesy for you?
Prophesy that I should be careful so that they will not kill me. And he prophesied many things to me.
Okay. So at the end of the day, they give you how much?
5,000.
5,000. Is it this prophet that gave you?
Yes, he said somebody to give me.
Huh?
He said somebody to give me.
Prophet. Look at the camera now, don't embarrass yourself. You are a prophet now. Is it not?
Yes.
Huh? The woman that pretended to be a witch in your church, where did you get her from?
I don't know where she come from, but
when I tell people that there's nothing like deliverance ministry, they want to come for me. You see, he went to hire a witch. And the witch will be saying that 10 million years ago, I was somewhere. I did this. And you too, you'll be so amazed. You'll be carried away. He went to hire a witch. Look at him now. You see him in big clothing.
The person that brings people from it, matter to me.
What's her name? Love it. So how much did you pay them each? 5,000. Okay. Am I right to say you are?
He's always paying them off. I told you in the synagogue, I saw those people that come to display that they are this, they are marine, they are this, they are star, they are Lucifer, they are this. At the end of the day, they pay them. They are actresses and actors. Aside the one that he will use his evil power to capture. And they don't know what they are doing. Paying. Renting witches and wizards. And so easy for witches and wizards to be confessing. That's why the witches in your family.
The false prophet. Am I right to say you are a false prophet? Okay. Am I right to say you have defrauded the members of your church? There is nothing to regret now. You are talking to is this me and you.
So I've been doing church for years before I came into this. So it's not.
So how did you come into this? How did you come to start defrauding your members of the church?
You are right. So
Okay. And I'm also right that it is the product of the fraud that you used to build the church and you used to buy your cars and do everything.
You are right.
Don't bring disgrace and dishonor upon yourself because you want to prove to the world that your future is bright. The pastor you are seeing in this video probably was just like me. He had a lot of people looking up to him, but unfortunately he was impatient with his life. This man had to start organizing fake miracles just to prove to people that there's something special about him, and so he could make more money. What about this other pastor? And then this other pastor. What about these other guys too?
He has been operating under the guise of a prophet that was discovered after yesterday night that he's a false prophet. We have some items that he connived with a few men of God, people he calls men of God, to have gone to bury in the plot of a man who has built a factory in Itigidi. And we took him from that point. Since yesterday that investigation has been on, he has been caught, he has confessed to committing the crime, and has accepted that he actually sent people to bury jams from people's plot, pays plenty of money.
You heard that? He has been conniving with people who call themselves prophets. And they caught him where he went to bury something. Where he went to bury something. Do you think that this kind of people, they will not kill people in the name of that they want to run churches, men of goats? And it's only goats that is attracted to them. So if you follow this kind of people, you are a goat. Truth needs to be told.
Collect money from his victim, and thereafter goes to exhume those same artifacts. And we have one of the items here with him. This is one of the items we recovered from him. We have another substance that he buries on people's plot, together with these items. And then he wrote the names of the family members in red ink, assuring them that he was going to kill all of them.
I told you when we were in synagogue, Timbi Joshua usually writes people's name on lists. It's the same pattern. You saw the poster he put on for crusade. Men of goats.
Within a period of time, unless they pay certain money to that family. Yesterday night, another person also came from Ikwekweko. As a matter of fact, who came to confess that the same items were also buried in his plot. And after that, they went and exhumed it. For every bottle of this oil that they open for you, they collect 55,000 naira. And we also have the case of a principal who was had to buy an oil of this size for 250,000 naira, bought again for...
You that you are buying oil up and down, do you see them? You see the manufacturer. But you always go to retailer. Buying oil 3,000.
300,000 naira, bought again for that.
Please, for Christ's sake, kindly share this program. Kindly share so that people can see what is going on. I'm not asking you to share because of, anything. Kindly share so that somebody can know the truth that these people are deceiver and people should know God for themselves. See them selling oil and burying things. The moment you enter their facility, you have become a moron.
250,000 naira. This man has been into this very issue. He has a church in Ugeb. But today, the Tini community has been vindicated because the clan head has given us the mandate to treat him the way we are treating him this morning so that other people will learn from there. Some Ugeb boys were involved, and the man had also given us clearance to return the Ugeb boys safe remembering that the Tigidi and Ugeb do not have any issue that brings about blood. And so we have set free the Ugeb boys, but the one who is our son, we have promised him we are going to close down that church and then make sure that he doesn't know that person falls a victim to this very issue again. Please, we're going to have a few interview with him, and then thereafter we'll proceed from here. What's your name? Open your mouth, Bob. What's your name? Is this what you do for a living? Is this what you do for a living? See my team. They will shoot this guy. Open your mouth and go. Is this what you do for a living? Is what you do for a living? In Ugeb, we have complaints that you have destroyed so many homes, so many family homes. You keep telling a particular woman that the husband is evil. You tell a particular man that the wife is a witch. Even some families are suffering from the same thing in the TDD community. Look at the camera. This is what you.
In their village, if they found somebody like this, they usually disgrace them and put that kind of dirty thing on them. I wish they have discovered TB Joshua in his lifetime and treated him like this. I wish. Look at him. Wicked looking people. He's a wicked.
Do for a living, not so. That is what you do for a living. All right. Okay. So he had confessed to the crime. We are going to allow the youth to do their rights, and then they'll take them right the community, and afterwards we'll do what we'll do. Thank you very much.
The idea that they have lots of people looking up to them, and the idea that they have to live in a certain way just to prove to people that they are respected men in the society. These things have all pushed them to go extra lengths, and today they are now disgraced.
Oh wait, I know this guy. That's Alf Lacau, the filthy rich South African megapastor and accused sexual predator who got busted for paying destitute immigrants to pretend that he'd healed.
That's Alf Lacau. Super rich. Sexual predator.
Them in order to boost attendance and rake in tithes.
33-year-old Blessing Babalawo further reveals his role was to recruit. He claims he trained visitors to stage disability during sermons.
Pastor, when she went back on Thursday, she got the exact results, HIV negative.
I was not positive. I've never been positive. They wanted me to act as if I was positive, and then Pastor prayed for me and I get healed so they can attract other people to come to the church. They promised me money.
How much?
They said they were going to give me 1.5 every month.
HIV 4 years. Free.
Reverend.
You can imagine for a man like this to be lying through his teeth. Through his teeth. The girl said she was not positive. I remember a boy, a man now, in the synagogue called Akaribo, was very popular. When synagogue was really at a small state, there was a meeting inside TB Joshua's office. And the meeting is about what he will use to deceive the whole world. Because Akaribo was working in a generator room. Akaribo is also from TB Joshua area. And Olaiton suggested that Akaribo mouth would be shut. So they took him. A woman called Mrs. Igodu, the evil nurse. She's in my contact. I've already advised her that she needs confession. She was the one who organized HIV positive. And after some time, he organized HIV negative. Because it was negative. All other people that were truly positive, they have all died. They refused them to go and take their drugs because they want to use them to deceive people. So Akarigbo was carried around to showcase any visitor, foreign visitor that visits synagogue. They call Akarigbo. And they trained him. They helped him to touch his English. The same thing. Here that girl, she said she didn't have HIV. They only promised her.
His role was to recruit.
Look at the recruiter. He said that's his job.
Headlands he trained visitors to stage disability during sermons.
Pastor, when she went back on Thursday, she got the exact results, HIV negative.
I was not positive. I've never been positive. They wanted me to act as if I was positive, and then Pastor prayed for me and I get healed so they can attract other people to come to the church. They promised me money.
How much?
They said they were going to give me 1.5 every month.
HIV 4 years. Free.
Hephzi-bah was not his only enlisted actor. There were many others.
We were something like 3 to 4 teams which were doing the same job.
There's a whole backstory behind this guy. You'd think that if Faith Healer's claims were true, that over the course of thousands of years, with billions of people dying and with countless thousands, potentially millions, of self-proclaimed supernatural healers practicing their trade, you'd think resurrections and healings of all types would be almost commonplace, and there would be no issue medically verifying them. They'd probably even make hospitals obsolete. But in actuality, faith healers fare no better than placebos, and their success rates are about the same as natural rates of spontaneous remission or medical misdiagnosis. So
This is another good one. A pastor, and they caught him. Do you know what they did? Himself, his wife, his children, and all his juju, all his muti, they put them inside that vehicle and led him out of the village. They said he should not return. They banished him. They banished him. He was banished. So all about him are in this vehicle. And they led him out of town, out of their village. We don't want you again. He was born, bred in that village, but they banished him. He has committed abomination, deceiving people. So you will see him now. He has been banished. See, Pastor, what is Pastor doing with all this kind of juju? See all his children with him. They believe that look at, can you imagine what a pastor has at home? So when they are giving you water and all those things, you don't know the source. Look at the source. See the pastor. Look at his wife and his children. They banish all of them. You want to be an herbalist, be an herbalist. Look at it. These are wicked men of old. And we'll be talking about it. I'm Imagine. So if that kind of man come out and say, where are my sheep? It's Toknadu. Because you don't have God, because you don't have the Spirit of God, of course you respond. You respond.
Follow me.
So it's Toknadu, whatever. That is why you can go to church and you be like this. Go and lay down on the road. It's Toknadu. And there are a lot of pastors that are doing it. For you to know who you are in Christ. Is it too big to tell you? You think I don't want money? You think I don't want money to do some things? I could have joined them to be deceiving you. I could have tell you that there are some prayers you can pray in order to overcome your enemy. The way God helped me to overcome TB Joshua. I could have used that point to be deceiving you. But we are telling you the truth because we fear God. So if you're a goat, you continue to follow them. Those are your men. Those are your leaders. Those are your shepherds. And they are wicked. But just like what Joshua said, if it's God you will serve, you serve God. But as for him, and I'm saying as for me and my household, it is God who will serve. We will not serve man. We will not serve elements. Till we come again. God bless you.